Hi guys, it's Mina, and today in this video I'm going to do my TV shows I regret watching video. These are TV shows that I personally just don't like. I find them pointless, or I just watch them for like weird reasons, and then I stop watching them for weird reasons. So I am going to get started, and if any of you guys like these TV shows, then that is good for you. I just personally don't like them. So, just a heads up, I'm not trying to bash any of the stations that have any of these shows. I just personally just don't like these shows. So I'm going to get started. So the first show I regret watching is from Nick Jr. and it's Blue's Clues. I don't even know why I even like this show. Maybe the dog or something. I don't know why, but I really liked Blue's Clues when I was younger, and then I liked it when I was I started to like it a lot, and then after 4th grade, and then after my 3rd grade year, I just stopped watching it. Well, mainly because people at school were teasing me about it, and I know that's just a lame excuse to stop watching a show. And also, I just stopped liking it because I realized that I already knew all this stuff. And I used to sing around and dance around to the songs, which was really, really embarrassing. I don't even know why I even did that. And I just mainly just stopped watching it just because I found it boring, and then everyone at school was making fun of me about it. The next show I regret watching is Dora the Explorer. And the reason I regret watching Dora the Explorer is because she is so dumb. Well, not to be mean or anything. If you guys think Dora's smart, then that is okay. And I know that this show is meant to be for like 5-year-olds, but she is so dumb. She looks at you like you're talking to her, and it's just really weird. And it's the same thing with Blue's Clues too. The guy Steve, the guy who was on the show, he looked at you like he was talking to you. Jeez. And I know it's meant for little kids, and little kids do talk to cartoon characters, but I just find it personally weird. I just personally find it really weird. The next show I regret watching is Caillou. The only reason I regret watching Caillou is because the narrator's voice was annoying, and the main character's voice was really annoying. I thought he sounded like a girl every time he talked, well, the character. And just everything about that show was annoying. The things, the way it was, and how the show was done. It was just really annoying. The next show I regret watching is Clifford the Big Red Dog. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the books that are written of Clifford the Big Red Dog, but the show, I think, just ruined the books. They were pointless, they were annoying, they were weird. The show was just completely weird and just annoying, and it was not like anything like the books. And I know that's how it is for a lot of movies and shows that are based off of books. Books is that they're not always the same, but they didn't follow with any of the books that were written by Norman Bridwell. I think Norman Bridwell did a great job writing the books, but the TV show I felt just ruined the books. The next one I regret watching is Little Bill, and that was on Nick Jr. Now, Little Bill is one show that I cannot stand at all. One reason is because the kid's annoying, and his voice is annoying. And I know, again, it's meant to be for little kids, but just the kid is just really annoying. The next show that I regret watching is Oswald. Now, and that was also on Nick Jr. Now, Oswald I thought was cute when I was younger because it had a talking octopus and a daisy moving around, and I love anything that has personification because I don't know why, I like the personification, it's so cute. And I enjoyed his little pet dog, which was like a hot dog on the show, but I didn't really think it taught us anything on that show. It just showed an octopus having fun with his friends. I didn't really think it was an educational show. The next show I regret watching is Little Bear from Nick Jr. The only reason I regret watching Little Bear is because, I don't know, this show was just completely, I just found the show like really boring, and it just didn't really do anything for me. I didn't find it entertaining. I didn't find it worth watching. I only just watched it mainly because it was on, and I didn't feel like changing the channel. You know, sometimes, and I don't know why I would even watch this show. The next show I regret watching is Hamtaro. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Hamtaro. It's one of my favorite Japanese anime shows. I watch it because it teaches vocabulary, and I love learning vocabulary. And the only reason I regret watching it is the theme song. The theme song is so annoying. And the theme song is just really annoying, and the ending theme song's really annoying. Both the opening and ending theme songs, mainly because the characters who sing the theme song just annoyed me. And now, I used to be obsessed with the show in the 4th grade, and then I stopped liking it. I mean, I still like it really today, and then I just stopped watching it because it just wasn't on enough. And a lot of people told me that the show was horrible because the hamster wasn't very bright, but I thought the show was interesting because it showed a hamster learning about the world and what it was like. But I just only regret watching it because of the theme songs. The next show that I regret watching is 7 Little Monsters, which was on PBS Kids. I thought this show, like the other PBS Kids shows that I mentioned before, this one was really dumb. It showed monsters making boring choices. They looked like they didn't really teach us anything, and I just didn't think that show was very educational. The next show I regret watching is Marvin the Tap Dancing Horse from PBS Kids, and is this show even on anymore? Maybe they canceled it. And I really just didn't think this show was worth watching because even though it had like animals and the circus, and I do love anything that has animals in it, but I just regret watching it because I didn't really find it educational for children like all the other PBS Kids shows were. Where I didn't really think it taught us anything, and then I also found the lessons really pointless and annoying. The next show I regret watching is Edd, and Eddy. Mom, I used to love this show when I was a kid, and my mom hated this show. She could not stand it one bit. Whenever it was on, she would just like she would just read a book or go take a bath or something. And I just cannot, I just can't stand this show because it's gross, it's pointless, it's weird. My mom just didn't like it just because she thought it was weird. And I don't even know why I watched it. It was just the most pointless and dumbest show ever. Now, if you guys like this show, then good for you. I just don't like it. The next show I regret watching is Cat Scratch. Mainly because the opening theme song is annoying. I thought the show was stupid. It wasn't even funny. It did not make me laugh one bit. I don't know. It's just, the humor just didn't, I only just watched it because I like the cats in it. But the humor just was boring. It just wasn't really funny at all. The next show I regret watching is Sagwa. The reason I regret watching this Sagwa is because, the reason I regret watching Sagwa is because, I don't know. No, I didn't really think that show was interesting. Even though I did have a talking cat, have talking cats and talking bats, I didn't really think that show taught us anything, any lessons. Sorry, that was my phone beeping. It beeps whenever it gets like either a text or a, what is it called? Or advertisement on my phone. So, yeah, the reason I regret watching Sagwa is because, I don't know, even though the kitties in that show were really cute, I just didn't like the lessons they were teaching on the show. I thought they were boring. Number 3, and the last show that I regret watching was on Nickelodeon, is the animated show Beetle Juice. Now, the reason I regret watching Beetle Juice is because it was weird and creepy, and the main character's voice was annoying. He sounded screamy, and it was gross. It was just the grossest show ever. And I think I've seen the movie before of Beetlejuice before, and I think this was made into the show after the movie came out. I don't know. If you guys know about that, then please be sure to let me know in the comments down below. I just regret watching because it was weird and gross. Sorry. So those are my TV shows I regret watching. I hope you guys liked the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in another video soon. Bye.